What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JPZ on the keys, and it's too easy to be back with another video. Today we got Dave question time. You know, I like, Dave is one of my favorite artists to react to on this channel. So without further ado, let us get to it.
Question for the new Prime Minister. How do you have a heart so sinister? How are we so wasteful when people are dying in Somalia, Afghanistan, Egypt, Libya? The irony is we have no business in Syria, but kids are getting killed for all the business in Syria. And then they...
Oh my gosh, we have no business in Syria, but kids are getting killed for the business in Syria. Like, for what? Yeah, like, what are we in Syria? What is... Of course, it's going to be some type of resource that we need, or some type of domination, because it's not even just the U.S. It's other countries that want domination, because all these countries are in cahoots. You can say, oh, this country is warring with this country, yada 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 yada. All these prime ministers, presidents, emperors, leaders are all in the bed together. They all are one body. You know what I'm saying? Just like Republicans and Democrats, it's the same. It's two wings on the same bird. Exactly. It's the same exact thing. No matter how much they try to paint it that such and such is such, the Democrats are better, the Republicans are better, it's all the same branch. It's the same branch on one tree. It's all the same thing. It's two branches on one tree. It's all the same thing. They're all in it together. They're all in bed together. All the Republicans and the Democrats are in bed together. It's all the same thing. It's nothing different about one that's not different about the other. Like I said, like I'm sure most of you know, all the presidents are related by blood. I'm sure you know that.
Try and tell you that it's ISIS, in their attempts at killing it. How many civilians died? So what's the difference between us and them? When you got drones killing kids just touching 10, then when a bomb goes off, every politician's lost. Like that last strike, it didn't kill 100 men. You ain't the same as them, but all that fuel for the fire is what you gave to them and what you take from them. All my life I know my mum's been working in a...
It's like, but the thing is about, there are barely any American artists that rap like this. Most of these American artists are not trying to wake people up. Nobody's trying to wake people up. And the ones that are, they're not getting any type of play. Any type of play at all. But now you look at the UK. You got Akala, Low Key, Dave, Dirty Goods. I'm gonna drop a Dirty Goods video soon. Trying to think, who else? Big Narsty. All these other MCs are spitting. You know what I'm saying? That the real. You know what I'm saying? Like none of the American MCs really want to spit. Everybody's American. Everybody who's in America wants to spit about Zans and Molly and Percocets and all that. Zans and Perks and lean and all that stuff. Like, wow. Okay.
In and out of nursing, struggling, hurting. I just find it fucked that the government is struggling to care for a person that cares for a person. So where's the discussion?
Oh my God, hold on, we gotta rewind that. Rewind that.
All my life I know my mum's been working in and out of nursing, struggling, hurting. I just find it fucked that the government is struggling to care for a person that cares for a person.
I just find it crazy how the government is struggling to care for a person that cares for a person. Like, bruh. To me, surgeons and doctors, some surgeons should be paid more than professional athletes. They should. Because you gotta think, these people are actually saving lives. I mean, some of these doctors are, in society, they administer stuff that makes us, like, half of these, again, you gotta think half of these drugs have way more side effects than good. You have, like, suicidal thoughts, depression, liver swelling, liver inflammation, heartburn, lung lung cancer, all these side effects. But how do they not pay attention to the hospitals and the medical industry? You know what I'm saying? The medical industry, not the medicine, because the medicine is already tapped into. The medical industry, the people that are performing these surgeries, people that are caring for other people.
So where's the discussion on wages and budgets, how they made them redundant? When I was a young'un, the letters in her car said my mum was overdraft, but somehow I still had dinner money in my pocket. And even the little things like ordering pizza were probably the reason for overtime in the evening. 5 till 10, 6 hours of sleeping for 22 years. My mum was doing it cleaning, dreaming that her kids would have a better life, going bed at night, struggling with getting by. That's the reality for millions of people in a nation where a lot of us were looking for a second try. A question for the new Prime Minister, and please tell me if I'm being narrow-minded, but how do we spend so much money on defence and weapons to wage war when the NHS is dying, bursting at the seams? And what about the people that voted for us to leave for the money that it would see? 350 million we give to the EU every week that our health service needs. But now them politicians got what they wanted. Can you see an empty promise or a poster on the street? Nurses in tears because they're working every hour of the week and they still don't have the money that they need. You brought the heart of the nation to its knees. Underpaid, understaffed, overworked and overseen by people who can't ever understand how it feels to live life like you and me. Patients lying in the corridors because doctors can't even find a bed for them to sleep. I remember
exactly. The hospitals are overcrowded, jails are overcrowded, everything is overcrowded. I've seen some of these third world countries when hurricanes and disasters hit. There's no room for hospitals, so they have to sit people. They have to treat people in the hallways and in the lobby, and sometimes outside. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
A&E and all them sickening screams of a little girl waiting for a surgeon to be seen. Privatized healthcare, guns for police, increased uni fees. Is this what they're selling us? Or let me remind you, just in case you've forgotten, that we live in Great Britain, not in Donald Trump's America. Speaking of America, stating the president, with all due respect, I've got something to say to them. I just find it funny you can't give a hand to Palestine, but you can trade whole arms with Saudi Arabia.
America ain't no better, bro. America ain't no better than what it is in the UK. But the thing is, the only thing I'm gonna say about America, at least they're trying to bring the president up on some type of charge. Not charge, they're trying to impeach him, even though it's not gonna work. Even though they're not gonna impeach him. If they want him there, he's gonna stay there. But you can't do anything with the Queen. You can't bring any type of charges. You can't say anything. Like, the Queen is above the law. Like, literally, the Queen of England is above the law. Like, she can do whatever she wants, and nothing happens to her because the Queen is above the law. She can really go out and shoot somebody in the face, and nobody will say anything because she's the Queen of England. Not bad. Like you said, how can you trade arms with Saudi Arabia? Because Saudi Arabia has some of the wealthiest people in the world, and the wealthy like to mingle with the wealthy, so of course they're doing their little business. And Saudi Arabia is also where a lot of oil reserves are at, so oil is a very big source of, what I'm saying, how there's no such thing as an oil shortage. They just fluctuate the price depending on what they want. They just fluctuate the oil price, the gas price. So let's say they want to charge $3 a gallon tomorrow, and then they can charge $1.50 for a gallon the next week. You know what I'm saying? There's no real shortage of oil. If there's a shortage of oil, how does the oil just magically appear? You can't make fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are non-renewable resources. You can't make fossil fuels because there's a finite amount of fossils. You can't make oil. Like, fossil fuels are gonna run out someday. So I don't know how they're making oil. They're making something in the lab, apparently. I don't know.
Look, I got a question for the new Prime Minister. At Grenfell Tower, your response was ridiculous. You hid like a coward behind your 5 million, dodged responsibility and acted like you're innocent. And I can see you're terrified. You're not good at telling lies. I'm getting why you stay away from everything that's televised. You look like a robot and you don't speak with any life. It feels to me like any guy in press could have said them lines. Imagine going to the council for the safety of your block and you got kids but they're ignoring you at every time. Everyone who knew about that cladding should really be going prison under rule of joint enterprise. But if it ain't a little kid with a knife, I bet that judge is going easy when he's giving him time. They don't deserve to be free. Any builder MP that knew about the conditions but did it to save cheese. When I listen to the thing,
exactly like I was saying, exactly like I'm seeing the comments. You people, you are saying that they already knew that the building was already non-inhabitable. I mean, it wasn't non-inhabitable. They already knew it was at risk for fire. They knew it was at risk. But of course, to save money, they didn't do anything. Just like in Flint, Michigan, the governor, no, not the governor, the mayor or the governor of Flint, Michigan, the governors of a whole state, the mayors of a town. The mayor of Flint, Michigan, replaced the pipelines for the city in an effort to save money, and now the city has not had clean water since 2014. The water is the same color as my skin, bro. The water is brown, copper-colored, filthy. 4 years later. Crazy.
things that the residents had seen, I was so shocked I couldn't even speak. Families, they know that had died in their sleep. How you choke on the smoke when you're struggling to breathe. The glow from the fire, the panic when you hear all the sirens, the crackling, the popping and the muffled out screams. The fear in the eyes of a man that was trapped who jumped 15 floors from the tower to the street. I could only hear a fraction of the pain and the grief. Closing my eyes, trying hard not to cry at the joy and relief in the face of a man when a woman from the flat said his neighbor was alive. No help from the council in keeping any list or the people that survived, his neighbors and peers. And for that whole meeting I could see that he was trying, so his smile was an island in a sea full of tears. Look, I got a message for our old Prime Minister, David Cameron. I mean, you fucked us, resigned and sneaked out the firing line. I wanna know how you managed it. And are you bathing in the sun while them papers have a run at the woman that you left here to handle it? You gonna teach your little lad to be the man that's got a plan, and then the moment that it fails to abandon it? Are there bullies in his school? And when you pick him up after class, can you feel his embarrassment? I mean, you never gave a fuck about the youth, and that's the truth. There's no sympathy for you or your cabinet. I really wish I could have seen how you were scrambling when you lost the referendum that you had to win. I feel like politicians are all addicts in a big fat game, but it's lives that you gamble with.
For real, man. Oh my goodness. This is all, to me, politics, to me, I don't know if you heard the game called The Sims, but I feel like this is how politicians treat the United States. They treat the United States like a game of Sims. Or like, you know, like City Tycoon, they treat it like a game of Sims. Like they literally just, they'll put some type of situation in there and just look and watch how people react to it. That's all they do. They'll put some type of situation there. Oh, well, we'll raise the gas prices and let's see how people react. Oh, we'll use HARP to put a hurricane there and then trap the people in the city where they can't leave, and then let's see how they react. Let's see how they react. Oh wait. We'll wire somebody's mind and go shoot up a school in that town. Oh, well, let's see how they react. Oh, let's fake a terrorist attack on our own buildings to see how the whole country reacts. Okay.
I've got a question for the leader of the Labour Party, Jeremy Corbyn. Where do you want to take the country to? Honestly, I want to put my trust in you, but you can understand why if I got trust issues. Do you really have the faith of your party? Do you really have faith in the party that will come with you? And how do you plan on keeping all the promises, man? If I'm being honest, sir, I'm struggling to get with it. I just
see this is the thing. Politicians, they use like, you know what I'm saying? It's something I call it like verbal, like satisfaction. You know, that's the PG term I'm gonna use. Verbal satisfaction. You know, they say a bunch of stuff. And people go on believing people off just based off what they say. If they and say, oh, I'm gonna look at healthcare, or I'm gonna try to build better schools for children. I'm gonna try. This is all trying. This is trying to do what they're trying to do. I'm not saying what they're going to do. This is what they're saying they're trying to do. You know what I mean? This is all like lip service. It's just who can sound the best making false promises. Who can sound the best making false promises? Then people actually vote for these people based on what they hear, based on lip service. And then when they don't deliver on said lip service, then it's, oh my gosh, these politicians are horrible. Duh, you should have known that coming in. You should have known that. But you just based on lip service. Somebody says, like Donald Trump says, oh, I'm gonna build the wall. I'm gonna build the wall. Like, he's been saying that for 3 years before he ran for president. Oh, I'm gonna build the wall. I'm gonna build the wall. Where is it? Where is it? Where's the wall at? Where's the wall at? I'm gonna get rid of Obamacare. Okay, he did that, but then look at all these people who don't have health care now. We're gonna make America great again. America was never great. America was founded on thievery, lies, deceit, and corruption. That's America for you. It's the same America that came over here and made presented false treaties to the natives that were here. I'm not going to go into whether they were Native American or they were African. I'm just going to say they made false treaties with these people, the same people that taught them how to cultivate the land that was already in America. Because I know some of them people were probably cultivated land in Europe. They were most likely potato farmers. That's what they were, potato farmers. Then when they come over to the United States, they teach them how to grow lettuce, cabbage. Oh, shout out to Kez Holland for their subscription. Okay, yeah. They grow lettuce, cabbage, tomatoes, carrots, all these vegetables that were healthier for them. Because then you gotta remember, there was a famine in England with potatoes. The potatoes were not growing, and there was a famine, and people were dying. So they come over to America. Oh, false treaties with the natives. Kill all the natives. Enslave the natives. Oh, infect the natives with smallpox. Put the smallpox in their blankets. My thing is, how do they do that? How were they able to harness a disease in the 1600s? Maybe they had some rats that knew them, bite them. I don't know. How do you infect something with a disease in the 1600s where there were no type of syringes or no lab materials at all? And then you got the same race that literally took Africans and enslaved Africans for 400 years, and still continues to do so today. That enslaved Africans, used them for free labor, and then they got mad when the people started to build worker unions and started to protest better work rights. Again, these are the same people you were giving free labor to, and now you're going to get mad that they want paid labor and they want better work conditions. You know what I mean? And then you go through the same time. Jim Crow laws, the black codes. Oh, we can't even use the same water fountains. We can't even go to the same schools. We can't use the same. We can't even eat at the same restaurant. Jackie Robinson couldn't even eat at the same restaurant as his teammates in the 40s because of segregation. And then Ronald Reagan put the cocaine, the crack in the black neighborhoods, and then you put some liquor stores in there. You drop off a box of guns in the alley some way, and look, oh, everybody's playing Call of Duty. Everybody's playing Fortnite. You know what I mean?
Just ain't getting it. Everybody's great until you get them into office, and then guys start forgetting things.
Just what I said. Just what I said. I said everybody's great until they get in office. They just say what they gotta say to get people to believe them. Politicians are all just who can tell the best lie. That's it, who can tell the best lie. Who can make their lie sound the best. I'm gonna do this for this. I'm gonna do this for this. And then you get these celebrities behind them. Snoop Dogg is endorsing him. Oh, Jay-Z is endorsing him. I need to vote for him. Facts. Jay-Z should vote for him, you know what I'm saying? But Jay-Z endorsing him, I should vote for him. Oh, look at LeBron endorsing him. I should vote for him. I don't know, George Clooney, you know what I'm saying?
Prove to us you're different. Don't promise me anything. Go and get justice for a Sean Charles and Edison. And if you haven't had the thought to vote yet or protest because you don't really see the progress, I hope you know that what they're saying is affecting us. The small steps are way better than no steps.
Small steps are way better than no steps. I mean, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Yo, bruh. I know a lot of my subscribers are in the UK. You do not know how big of a James Blake fan that I am. Yo, I am the biggest James Blake fan of all time, dude. Yo, James Blake is one of my favorite artists ever. Oh my goodness. James Blake drops nothing but bangers, straight bangers, bruh. Oh my goodness. I know you're like, oh my God, American listens to James Blake. Yes, I do. I was just going on YouTube, I discovered him on accident. Bruh, oh my goodness. James Blake is a monster, dude. Yeah, anyway, thanks again for watching. I know I go off on tangents a lot, but when I get passionate about these subjects, I tend to talk a lot, and you know, Dave really answered a lot of the questions that we had. You know what I'm saying? And I like how he really just tackled all the issues in this song. Like I almost forgot this song was 7 minutes. This video is probably going to be 20 minutes long, probably. But anyway, you know, just stay awake on everything. Just pay attention to a lot of stuff, because people love to get rocked to sleep. That's it. People love to get rocked to sleep with certain stuff that's stupid. Like this whole, like, they like to put some type of issue or some type of little trending thing that is trending, and then attention just automatically just gravitates to that. Attention is probably the most valuable asset in business. Bruh, attention is the most valuable asset in business. Right now, I have your attention. I have a valuable asset right now to my business. I have your attention right now. Look at what the higher powers do. They do some crazy story. Oh, Kanye West said this. Oh, Soulja Boy said that. Oh, LeBron said this. And then they have your attention. And then your attention is very valuable. Because when they have your attention, they can do whatever they want with your attention. That's all YouTube. YouTube is attention. Who can garner the most attention? Just like with business, selling a brand of business, it's all based on attention. Just who can keep your attention for the longest. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, thanks again for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. We're getting a lot of new subscribers lately. Shout out to everybody. Hit that share button if you haven't already. Share it on wherever sites, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you share videos at. Hit the notification bell, because I do upload very often. But anyways, thanks again for watching. Be safe out there. Have a great day. I'm out. Peace.